Oh, good, it's recording. That probably was not the creepiest way of saying hello ever. Hello. Um, hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a kind of rough weekend, but, it's in the past. We're moving on. Um, a lot of y'all comment about my nails, so I let them grow. And they will be going away after tonight. Um, yeah, this is natural, so, yeah. Naturally French tip nails, naturally long eyelashes. Anyhow, moving right along. I don't know if I had a joke in the last one. I've kind of forgotten. If I did, I guess remind me. If I didn't, that, whatever. Um, anyhow, was gonna do a really sort of quick-ish video. Um, the last week or so, I've been working on the Frosted Pumpkin Once Upon a Time chart again. So I finished 2 more blocks. I seem to be doing this thing where I do them in blocks of 2, and then I take a break for a little while. So I may be about to take a break from it again. I don't know. We'll kind of see where it goes. I did all of the ones that I wasn't really wild about, so they may be quicker stitches now. We'll see. I'm also going to show off 2 things that a very wonderful friend sent me for Christmas, and I opened already because that's how I roll, yo. If you don't tell me to wait, I'm going to open it, because I got no patience. Okay. So, let's go with the presents first. I got 2 kits. One is the Mill Hill button I Love Halloween kit. It's got a ghost that says boo and a black cat and pumpkins. It goes along with the coffee one that Kimmy got me. This is part of my Christmas present from A Stitch in Time, aka Angie, aka the sun, the moon, and the stars, as I've been quoting lately. So she got me this, which is actually really exciting. I really like this Heart series, and I really can't wait to start it, but I've got some things I have to finish before the year ends, so this has to wait. But this is probably going to be part of my new start things. So there's the other ones in the series are Love Notes, which is musical notes, which I do love music. Love Stitching, duh. Love Gardening, which I'm really phenomenally bad. I house sit for my grandmother when she goes on cruises, and I've been known to kill both living plants and silk plants. So yeah, if you ever want me to pet sit for you, no, or not pet sit. I can keep pets alive, but plants, no chance. Got a brown thumb. My dad, on the other hand, can grow flowers 18 zillion feet tall. And then there's one that's just a generic love. But I do like flowers, and I like the idea of gardening. I'm just not good at it. She also sent me a Janlin kit. That's a coffee mug, and it says, "Friends and coffee make the perfect brew. Love you a latte." And it's got coffee. And the mug, and it doesn't really show up too well, but the mug is in these nice sort of, I don't want to say like country kitchen-y colors, but that's kind of what it is country and kitchen-y colors. It's like a soft green, red, cream, blue mixture, which is some of my favorite. And obviously, I love coffee. I think I'm going to hang on to this one. Cross Stitch and Discuss is doing a start and finish. Well, they're doing a whole bunch of stitch alongs. I just joined the one that starts January 5th and ends March 5th, and you have to start a new one on that day and finish it on that day. I'm also doing their sort of try and get an old one knocked out, the Oz one for my friend Lewis that I haven't touched because I'm a terrible human being. So that's going to be done, and hopefully then I can knock it out by March. We'll see. It really isn't that involved. It was just one that I was not feeling, so I'm gonna make myself do it. Yes. Alright. So... Right, works in progress. Okay, the first... I'll show you the August one. Because it had the least amount of changes done to it. So August was the Brementown Musicians. My lighting is terrible for this. Let's see if I move it. Will that help? Oh, and then I have something else to show you. I forgot about... let's see. How about now? Oh, that's better. That is lots better. Now it's not better. I don't understand why this isn't... Okay. The colors are better in person. It's the Brementown Musicians. This one I started and it kind of all fell to hell in a handbasket and then somehow managed to pull itself together. As y'all may or may not remember, I screwed up when I first started this project. So all of my blocks are one row this way and one row this way, taller or bigger. So I sort of fixed the road to make it look a little bit more curvy and look sort of like it's leading and that this is a hill that's in front of it and that they're overlooking the town. Physical changes-wise, I took out some of the music notes. The music note here, that one is Moe's Sales, Jasmine. The other three are Dragonfly Lotus, who I'm absolutely in love with. Every time I use it, it's like sewing with magic. This top one up here was another Flambeau, which was in the Frog Prince's crown. This purpley blue one here that I have my finger over, this finger, there we go, it's called Blurple. It's a bluey purple that I think you can sort of see a little better from here. And then this one, this sort of green one, that one's called Issaquah, which I think is a city, but don't hold me to that. I probably should have researched that first. My face is really broken out over this weekend from stress. I took out a couple of one of the mushrooms, because I don't know, things got really, really weird as I was stitching this. August was meant to be over one, and it wasn't, so then I had to make the chicken face the other way. And I did change the flags. I wanted them to look like actual German flags, and I made his little thing look a little bit more like traditionally German, for two reasons. A, I really like the German culture, and B, one of my favorite people in the world who probably doesn't watch these is from Germany, and I figured she would appreciate that, which she did, according to her Facebook post. And for those of you that don't know the story of the Brementown Musicians, in a nutshell, there's two major variations of this. The first one is they're a group of animals whose owner passes away. The second one is they're a group of animals whose owner can no longer afford to take care of them, and so he abandons them. But either way, this donkey, dog, cat, and hen, or sometimes rooster, it kind of depends. They went with Rooster and Frosted Pumpkin. Rooster, I think, is the more common one, but don't hold me to that. They decide they're going to go to Bremen and be musicians, because of course. And along the way, and again, this is slight variation, along the way, they either overhear a group of robbers planning to rob a wealthy person's house, or they come upon a house where the robbers are discussing what they've done the previous day. Now, in that version, where they discover the house with the robbers inside, they scare the robbers away and live off of the riches. The version I like better is they overhear it, they go to the house, they frighten the burglars by what they do is they stand on each other's back and start making noise. Frighten the burglars away, and the wealthy house owner is so thrilled that he adopts them all and they get to live happily ever after with him. I like that version. It's become enough of an icon. It's primarily a German tale. It's not that popular over here in America. There is a Muppet version from the 70s, or maybe late 60s, sometime in the 68-73 window, called the Muppet Muppet Brementown Musicians, that I've only seen like once. And I was like 6, so I don't really remember it. But in front of, I think, all 4 of the major veterinary schools in Germany, there is a statue of them. And there may even be another additional statue that's in Bremen. But at no point in the story do they actually arrive in Bremen. At all. Anyhow. So that was the August block. Now, the April block has a little bit of explanation involved. As some of you may remember, I was really, really hoping that in... before I forget, there's a little more still actually to be done to the August block, but Cinderella's bow is looking really kind of janky. So I'm holding off on any of the other 3-dimensional elements, which in this case are going to be, like, the donkey's tail. I'm holding off on those until I finish, because I don't want them to get crushed under my Q-snap. So once that's done, then I'll tack those. So there are some things on here that you're going to see that look a little odd because they're not completed. There is a plan. So anyhow, April's my birth month, and I was really hoping Wizard of Oz would be one of the ones featured, more to come, but it wasn't. So I decided my second favorite, or my absolute favorite real fairy tale, because Oz really isn't quite a fairy tale, is The Princess and the Pea. So I switched the month of April and the month of June, because Princess and the Pea was June, and April is Goldilocks. My favorite version of The Princess and the Pea is from the Fairy Tale Theater adaptation, which is on Hulu and on YouTube. It stars Liza Minnelli as Princess Alicia, Tom Conti as Prince Richard, Academy Award winner, well, Liza's an EGOT winner, but Academy Award winner, just straight Academy Award winner, Beatrice Straight as the Queen, and Tim Kazurinsky from Saturday Night Live as the court fool and narrator. And I really love the story of The Princess and the Pea, and this one sort of expands upon it. This is the adaptation I know best. And he's the one that needs rescuing, and she's Liza, so she's bubbly and Liza-y and wonderful, and he falls in love with her, and she rescues him. And it's just sort of a nice little subjugation. The scoring on it is beautiful. The entire thing is filmed in shades of black, and color, but the color palette is all black, white, gray, and a little bit of cream, and then hints of red here and there. And it's just beautiful. And I couldn't really recreate that in black, white, cream, and gray in this. For one thing, I was limited on color palettes, and for another, I thought it would look really, really strange overall. So instead, the major redesign I did, biggest redesign to it I did, was I did make the princess look like Liza, or at least as best as I could render Liza in cross-stitch. So this is the April one. I just finished it tonight. I don't know how well you can tell. In fact, it doesn't look like you can tell very well at all. The color swapping wise, all I did with the beds was I lightened their colors because the recommended colors against the blue fabric looked really strange. There is metallic in the chandelier flames, and I'm debating going around the flames with some Kryonic as well on the outside to sort of enhance the glowingness. I added a window because I decided that the moon and stars against a very pale blue background, A, wouldn't really show up, and B, would seem a little bit bizarre. So it got a window. I was not the only one who had this idea. I've seen other people that have done it, but at the time, when A Stitch in Time and I were discussing what I could do to make it work, and she suggested the window, I hadn't seen anybody else that had done it. So then upon digging, I found out that, no, in fact, I was not the only one. But that's okay. That's okay. I still think it's a great idea. Of the ones I've seen, though, I'm the only one that did a round window. And actually what I did was I took the window from the Three Little Pigs, turned it upside down. That's right. I did almost no redesign. I did almost no work designing a window. I just took one in existence and turned it upside down. But you know what? No one stopped me. Um, and then my P is metallic. I'm immature. I also added, I thought she should be barefoot because she's in bed, so I put her shoes down here at the base of the bed. And then I used, I think it was bubblegum was the color from the Gentle Arts, variegated for her tulip. And there's a little bit of metallic. Oh, I changed and made the bed knobs, and they're metallic, but you really can't tell the camera quality on this is shit. I'm sorry. Oh, can I say that on YouTube? Oh dear. Okay, if I wasn't supposed to say that on YouTube, nobody report me. Yes. Anyhow. So, there we go. So, here it is, all unfurled as of now. I don't know if you can see this, because I can't see the screen. Oh, there we go. So, see? We're coming along pretty darn well. I'm really excited for December. I have some really awesome ideas for the gingerbread house in Hansel and Gretel. I've got some ideas with Cinderella. We've got some things going on. Some of the ideas actually came from Christy Harris. She's graciously said, yeah, sure, you can copy what I did. So, yes, there we go. So that is the update there. So, once again, updates. Super awesome Christmas presents from Stitch in Time. Thank you so much. I really like them. I really do. Yes. And then my other thing to show off, I was out grocery shopping, and at a place called Central Market, which we have them in Texas. I don't think they're elsewhere. But it's kind of a fancy gourmet place, and they have all sorts of things. And I walked by this stand that had Jellycat stuffed animals that are way more expensive than stuffed animals honestly should be. And I saw, well, and I saw Bobbin. This is Bobbin. Bobbin is officially my stitching mascot. She's a sort of, she's showing up pinker there than she is here. She's really more of a purpley fuchsia lavender color. But she, and I thought she was cute, and I was kind of goofing off with her. And then I looked at the tag to see if it had a name. And it said, hello, I am whatever official name it was. Please take care of me. And, yeah, I couldn't put it back after I read that. Because then I thought, well, I have to take care of you. Because someone else might get you and, I don't know, beat you with a rock or something horrible. So, now I have a stitching mascot. Her name is Bobbin. Anyhow, that's about it for today. I'm not really sure what to do for my next video, because doing the whole work in progress thing, I think, kind of gets a little old after a while. Are there things y'all would like to know? Things you would like to know about me? I know my Stitchy spot hasn't been shown yet, because I'm still trying to figure out how to make that one happen. I don't know. Tell me what y'all want to see. Please. Anyhow, I hope you're all having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.